Good morning.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the answer.
Ade oda so da bed this one.
Oh, they be said. No, say campaign. Yeah, in Nanto.
Ma oni so mami.
What?
To niesi.
Menjin is a citizen audience. Akasa nese.
Mimininsi ye madwuma no no.
Ah, nenya miso.
Your friend na no pay ya enye boni from last week no na me can say Abronye didi a odidi atem no odidi atem a eba mo so Dr. Bawumia team na Dr. Bawumia nkasa. And Ekoni say no ntimi take that charge now. It means he doesn't qualify to lead Ghana and even the MPP because he bears the ultimate responsibility. Because as some media from there ye weekend ye di agora kama obiara kanide kama. But Dr. Bawumia say bechirechire nyoma bi mu. Enti wadaroma mafrɛ. Dia mekae no mu problem ne dia wahin.
Oh, Koyo. Share with you for I think say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a citizen no a change back one any no more say oh boo a magana nibia in spite of your social or economic class. And that's something that will be agitum. And he acknowledges say the media and also a very critical stakeholder in our governance in our democratic dispensation. And he acknowledges everybody's role in that space. And I believe say all of us also, including you, Kojo, you have a responsibility, say, will be discharged with duties under the category or what you wants to say as a media person. You discharge it creditably to advance our democracy, to advance our governance system. But you would not use that as a tool or as a weapon to maybe inadvertently, now probably not intentional, run down other citizens, attack their credibility one way or the other. I believe, say, before Kwebeko into the issues, one of the things that we want to put on record is say, you have been completely unfair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Your commentary on him, your position on certain issues around him is beginning to come across as probably based with too much emotions. And I'm sure, say, you will take it in good faith, knowing you. And you know, we are individuals. We push our opinions forcefully, sometimes very aggressively. And so because of that persona that we have, I believe we are built to also take shame when it comes to us. For example, say, who can say Abronye? That's a baby. Will be a term, maybe. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, because of that, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not fit to be a leader. I think logic, is completely flawed, and it's laced with emotions, and not necessarily based on deductions, rational analysis of the issue. And I explain to you why. Could you? Abronye Ganani, Yedikai. The Tosumunu, or your penny complete adult. Your Tosumiansa, or ye the Ayan, and they say, or ye regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party. When the regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Ghanaian, oye MPP ni, na MPP aje na tum se otumi gyina ma yeto abama no. Ewo region bi mu. Nti Abronye eko contest elections. The elections no contest you know. Dr. Bawumia enka guarantees omo guarantee ma Abronye no ho. Dr. Bawumia enka vetting committee omo vete clear Abronye no ho. Abronye independently as an adult, as a Ghanaian, as a member of the MPP. Eko ne man for ewo Bono region. Etre omo de ntia senia otie bia no omo to abama no no medi omonim ewo region em. And omo to abama no remember oko elections and win here. What it means is that the man for to abama no enim de omo hu omo to abama no. Dr. Bawumia to abawa ho. Dr. Bawumia to aba ewo Bono region. And he could not have been a contributor to Abronye winning the election in the Bono region because Abane Kaye and Abronye win here. Fast forward, Abronye as a party member at a platform, media platform to say Akojo, they are the pay what to see a no one in a so you transfer a dinkum. And a Odin Juma. And Abronye canin sim. In some be a wa identify say and ye. A banner saying, and that Sabagandia media marine Abronye a bono, but Aboagye no can say a voter region. Abronye a Bono regional chairman, but Aboagye a member of the Bono region MPP, or a member of the MPP, the constituency were Wale. But a high-level leader of the MPP, but onye national executive member. If I say onye, how do we even put it? Onye leader of the party. Onye leader of the party. Your leaders of the party. Your party in Penifo. Your one more party in Shomonsa. Me no kase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kasano. On the mobile pro, oko party for Naiswa. Oko party leaders was almost say almost abayeden. Emano. Say regional chairman be eye DB ewo yeku we mu. Na say the regional chairman ye no. Entwe year. Enye former vice president. And I say flag bearer aspirant. Whether Bawumia, whether Kennedy Japan, whether Brian Achiampon, whether Duchum, whether Kwabene Japan. Enye sa hopeful so no. And a regional chairman ya onye. Because remember say ekuo no ye de mbra na era na ekuo no. Ye kuo ne mbra no emma wo flag bearer and I say former flag bearer and I say former vice president to me over a regional chairman. At best, the obeya ne say ebia wo kojo minimo na waka bibi na ntwe ye na mafafo na mafra say ah koyo na de we aka ye de say nko yi o meko abroche memu no bi ka say ah na wo ga na ni na ote ho na radio station back in Nhyira FM presenter kojo o kan something no sika no na on nkasa no na yes ah na makeka sansem na me say ah na Ghana ni na me fi Ghana ampa na o Ghana radio presenter but the first time me fi Ghana ni say me na me tell no de onye dia obetumi a kire kojo jantoa dia onye on air the owners and the management of Nhyira and me just because me Ghana ni na kojo nso ye Ghana ni because dia kojo ye no me egu me ho fi egu Ghana ni na ho fi nti me metumi a kire kojo ni se me frɛ kojo na me ka che na opa notie opa ontie but ye wo mo a eye o masudie a wo metumi atwe kojo aso ana wo jasa nkrofo no weja kwasitum weja management of Nhyira na wo de weni besa miracles a ono aba komo se monto abama no e ka chen se ye nto ma wo because wo kromu wo radio presenter bi a ogu mo man ho fi ana wo ne nkasa na wo be jana se nto abama wo be kaya there was a point in time the general secretary of the party issued statement every fair regional chairman Abronye to the disciplinary committee. Adentina general secretary now can't Dr. Bawumia say on no issue we ma sanction Abronye because he has no such mandate. Na the okay nyina say Dr. Bawumia money awaye nyina ne say Abronye bie na no kan say about one MPP kono me Abronye metwa ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because of that inti Sabroye numu nsuo anaso no ma petisia ono mo Dr. Bawumia di mu odi benku a odi Bawumia di mu simply because Abronye as one of the voters. Remember, Abronye na organize elections no. Abronye na friend is saying over running presidential primaries no. Could you Abronye or you're just one voter out of the 280,000 voters that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia remember, in the context of these elections, yes, he's the regional chairman of Bono region, but he has only one vote. And into the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vote, no, on one Bono region, no, he has only one vote. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also will be a vote. Vote, no, so yenim tuntum num fita nim we yem pubi vote na wope nipa ne so obeto ma na sebe o ya ponte kura na so ba koto ma so obedane kraman ana obedane akokọ no eno ye wadwuma semre no so na se wo se wo ya ponte banka wo ye friend say kraman e beboa wo be frɛ onua na de na wo nda ne wo ho enye kraman se na wo si ya ponte se mi de be hadwo na wo nye kraman mai se nipa ne pa no say match but oka say ontia wo won't mean anything because you have absolutely no mandate over that person. But you me miracles. Me a member of the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team. Me a director for communications. It me some no kasa no bi. Se be kaka se fi bia ko yia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia betumi afrɛ me. Na watch my son. In fact, betumi afrɛ ka say hey, if you na comment kasa ma me bi nwote. Me jiwadi, me to me no ye dwuma bi. Eno no ye because ono na wafa me say member ka ne team ho na member boa no ye den enye campaign. Abronye onka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team ho. He has no role, no function, no responsibility in the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia team. As a stakeholder, Abronye is only a voter, one of the voters. Eto about MPP more. Flabber is in our press on million votes. Osi obeto ma Dr. Mahmoud. 2023. Abronye, this one once what is so dear baby support and answer Wakasama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Baby, baby, I know dinner. But I feel say, Metro about my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, even though previously my yanesa. Inti, could you Edin pa say o try say o chi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eba say Abronye na the Abronye ye regional chairman of the MPP no. I say MPP ekuo wo penifo wo leaders wo different obi a one responsibilities MPP no wo mbra ye members det no. O say Abronye subanti enunti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsa fata say obey leader. Wabra Abronye onye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team member na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tiano. Onye juma ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tiano. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nye chairman of the MPP. Onye general secretary of the MPP. Ono so ye penny to send all the other leaders na omo play akonya the MPP for no. Nti aso die kro na wo de bo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I don't know when to me am fan the other leaders and so. And no pay so meet you no kojo respectfully. Me te say na wo ka say Odi Honorable Richard Ananiatem Emma Wo Dr. Bawumia. Omo Ojo Matem no Diba Wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I think it's very, very unfair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So what when year could you say the name Sekeka Kono? Obi Beka say one na what they can say 2028 MPP be lose elections no. ɛno nti woyɛ deɛ wobɛyɛ biara sɛde papa mu sɛde bɔne mu woyɛ deɛ wobɛyɛ biara sɛde abɛyɛ wobɛgu panin ne ho fi na ma wasɛm no a waka no aba mu ayɛ sɛ waka asɛm ato ɔnansɛ wo deɛ prophet die ɔmo hyɛ kɔm no wia no afei dɛ ɔmo ayɛ campaign wanto bo a wobɛfi sɛ saa na woyɛ ayɛ because metie Abronye nsɛm a ɔkaeɛ ne ntɔkwa ne nakasakasa ne Dr. Richard Anane ɛnyaeɛ no ebie no a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia din wɔ mu Dr. Anane ankɔka sɛ ebia obi kɔka Bawumia asɛm ɛna Abronye kɔdi ne penatam Abronye so ɛkasa no wanka wɔ bebi ada sɛ Dr. Anane aka sɛ tia Dr. Bawumia ɛno nti na ɔdi n'atam Dr. Anane say there was a national council meeting ɔmampanin Kufuor bɛka asɛm bi na ɛyɛ no wɔn sɛ Abronye na ɛsɔre eyi ɔmampanin Kufuor ano ɛna Abronye so adeɛ teɛ ɔno so abɛyi Dr. Anane ano nkɔmɔ mmienu yi nyinaa afɛ no mmienu yi nyinaa yi bebie ni hɔ a ɔmo bɔɔ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia die bebie ni hɔ a Richard Anane kan sɛ ɛyɛ Bawumia asɛm ɛna na ɔmampanin Kufuor ɛka ɛna Abronye bɛyi ano. In fact, the national chairman of the party, acting national chairman Krabeka said, Bibia Sakrampo ANC and National Council. And the Ebani Central and a Dr. Richard Anane and the Abronye to call Winya, Ebaya Dr. Bawumia. Where in the conversation could you and you want any indication that says Abronye AD Richard Anane after because of Dr. Bawumia? Where? See, Ojitum, Abronye say Afia Bay, or better, my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But that doesn't mean say Bibia Abronye Biano, let us all the better Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sanet Yadia, and you say, or man, you can't name to Intemu. Abrante your war, America, ya, could you? Or say, or supported John Mahama, or company Mama John Mahama. We dig and any beer at them, or can ask someone and you throw a bit out also, not on phone about 2 screens. So now I can't do what a quadruple and answer the BL. Now we do what them, now I cover some basa in some way, Sabe, or the woman, Mia, who work as our or do be at them no chant trotting, or no dear Yasim or will be some Obia Cron for Obia or can be beer, the woman didn't even know a cafe. Men take that. So what I said, because of our brand TNT. John Mahama, His Excellency, a bad leader.
Okay,
is it the case that because of
Mamimbram quickly.
Oh, thank you, this year.
Okay, quickly. Now,
is it the case? Is it the case that because what Kato was said, sending out the MPP no dear, one of Siciano baby Audiano, on pen people in well, Ashe. Yes, about a friend is saying, time I walk come to you, Minintino. Hand this side in the own Shiana. Because can I see a code biao? Now, Anyabiao, can we say, Sabranti and some more kicking in ano? Or man penny John Romani Mama and Asomano? And on man penny John Romani, my money, yes, I do. Now, say, if that is your principle there, if that principle is what you are placing on Abronye there, on a friend saying Bawumia there, then it means that won't mean deny, say, John Mahama is Excellency. Say Jumana Abrante no American or Yama John Mahama is Excellency. Now, if indeed that principle holds, now say Abrante ni Juma Emma John Mahama no dio bi atem dio oteko also dio ten ni di asofo e di bi imam for dio behind atem. Now say still what say in spite of that NBC the omuntra kwanya so John Mahama His Excellency ndi omampani but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de Abronye de na waye de entuma ni leader there. Could you now say it's easy for anybody to conclude to say as a sabi what be any emotions be that when you're towards MPP any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Tina yes because the same stick, the same measure now would they ma Abronye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I would expect and call it the same measure Ebema John Mahama His Excellency and then down for your American. It is a would say Abronye and some more kicker. And someone for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is Senate there. Now, Dr. Anunti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to me a good leader there. And your man Penny John Dramani Mahama, international MPP in Trabontino. Sabi could you toy a day?
All right. Brad, we have 2 minutes now, so number one, I acknowledge opinion in and that is fair. I understand it. I'm not expecting you to understand me. It's okay. But let me state it on record. Say me on the issue of Kevin Taylor on many accounts on my platform. Odidi matembe brenyene. Maybe it was multimedia as management, and I catch him say I should not respond to Kevin Taylor. And on my platform, I've stated that Kevin Taylor, NDC, and John Mahama, and their supporting on many platforms. And later on, I'll share. So it is erroneous for people to think that I have never condemned Kevin Taylor, say, oh, did you be at him? Because I be me as Anthony. And I stated that Kevin Taylor, to create a tension between other tribes and Asante. Here, on this very platform, even around 2024, I've stated it. So it is never true, say, I've never condemned. The only reason why I don't talk about him is because management is say, and that's the point. The other thing, and they say, you think, say, Abronye responded to me, and he said, okay, say, Sebin, because some now, okay, Kakayena, Udidi, na Poatem, ni Bawumia Tebechin. This time around the day, okay, be before Dr. Bawumia, one Miama Betnase, no, my kick can be actual. Are you saying, say, if he is not a member of your party, which I agree, a kind of campaign to which I agree, anything that he says, for Bawumia, projecting Bawumia, any relevant now?
First of all, my address for Kevin Taylor issue. So you see, the problem that everybody will have with you is that you cannot treat Kevin Taylor's issue simply. I mean, being to mean treaty Sabranteno issue, simply on the basis of Makana Samuda, Mekaeda, and penny forcing media into media. Me say, or no, name some more can attempt the deal dim penny for my way, mono. Abronye dia now, why now walk no, a home oha. It is a wofi say Abronye dia no.
I have never endorsed him insulting anybody. So okay, Kate, memoir Casabra.
I am saying, sir.
I'm just saying, I have never.
I'm
because
saying,
I record.
Extended Abronye's accents to a third party.
Because I have stated the second.
I have why haven't you extended that gentleman?
I have done it on the platform recently. I'm responding.
So why are you
stated
rooting for John Mahama to be a leader?
I am not rooting for John Mahama.
When he has a supporter who is insulting everybody.
I am not sure. I'm not sure John Mahama will be on the ballot on 2028. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
John Mahama was on the ballot on 2024 when the gentleman was insulting our king, and yet you insisted that MPP will lose and John Mahama will win.
I said MPP will lose not based on Kevin Taylor. I said they will lose based on the economy. So let's separate it.
I'm just using
Minia. I'm just begging you that don't bring in Kevin Taylor to make analogy about me because
I would because you are using a certain measure. That measure is contradictory to your position.
How?
The point is that there is a gentleman. Okay, so there are two people in this country. Two people. Bako, and I'm simply using on the face value. Bako, you say Odi Obiatem according to what in the name of Dr. Bawumia.
What did he mean so much tempe?
Me pacho yo. Bako so Edi Obiatem. We do so watem in the name of John Mahama.
Yes.
I will say the onudi Obiatem. I will say we do atem no in the name of Bawumia no. It's not say we do atem. No we do Obiatem. Now also supported Bawumia. Bawumia is a bad leader, but you are failing to also come and tell the same listeners to say the other gentleman no should do Obiatem. We do two for them, do one casan so what them no. Or supported John Mahama openly. See, or no, John Mahama baby. You have not been able to tell us that John Mahama is a bad leader.
Okay, so okay,
standard.
Good. Okay, I agree. The fact that we call him doubles, I agree. But I'm just saying, who is Kevin Taylor in NDC?
He's a supporter of NDC. He brought NDC to power.
Great.
He opened his mouth to say it.
Who is Abronye in MPP?
He's a member of the MPP. He's the regional chairman of the party.
Okay, so in Monamote politics as a chairman, when we talk about a regional chairman and against just a supporter, when do in terms of political discussions?
So you see, there's something called convenience in argument. Your convenience here is that Kevin Taylor and as a branch in America now can I say on your regional chairman into dear Tema Jomahama Kra. It doesn't make Jomahama a bad leader.
I have not said so.
But
I have not said so.
Now then, say it's here.
You can infer, but I have not said so.
No, but that is what you are saying.
I have not said so. Never endorsed Kevin Taylor's insult. I don't because me a victim, so I've never said so.
You see,
let's move on.
I have never even said, say, you have endorsed his insult. I am only pointing out a fact.
Right.
That if you are going to measure Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia by a third party's action, then you cannot fail to measure John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, with the same measure.
Right.
That is double standard. So that is all I'm
saying. I'm asking finally, say you don't think say Abronye or Transis in a bit say bia or you just a sympathizer of Dr. Bawumia means Sembia or Bekebiano will not affect your chances as Dr. Bawumia team more projected say on no was say motomano MPP nima you feel say Abronye.
So let's come to that. In all honesty, we have over 280,000 voters we are campaigning to. There are hundreds of thousands of voters who support Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for any. They are all supporting in various ways. Dr. Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Kwabre Japan, all in different ways. Their actions within their communities at all times could attract or deter a voter, whether Kennedy Japan or Dr. Bawumia or whatever. However, it is completely unfair for you to come and say, because of a supporter's action, and I say a supporter's action is endorsed or supported or subtly validated by the candidate. That is what we are talking about here. Because you see, in all your commentary, there's a subtle position I would take. You say, Abronye the Oyeno, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to me calling what sword and so on. And I am telling you, say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia cannot call Abronye to order. Abronye, after all, I don't know supporting Bawumia. Bawumia supporting Abronye. It's Abronye better to make say, Bawumia crowd meant to Obama Obi.
And he said, Obi supporting Obi na nipa chrono e can simbia ebe how party na untimin can't support and say, Madam Fujai.
Me pacho hold on. Kweku Asante Boateng. MP na Obeka and say, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia any Nkrofo as slaves. Omu ye slaves, omu outside no kasama Kennedy Japan. Man say what I say Kennedy Japan is a bad leader because Kweku Asante Boateng MP na beka sa nsem no. Honorable Chemi, ekura microphone, ejina Honorable Kennedy Japan campaign afe. Efre Fulani for all manner of names. Ekeka nsem basa efa MPP ni Honorable MPP ni Madam Samira Bawumia. Man tese okay say Honorable Chemi Suban no ene nsem no kan ye no ene Honorable Kweku Asante Boateng nsem no kan ye nti Kennedy Japan is a bad leader. That is what let your listeners begin to believe. Say
no, it did not lead my listeners.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia nti.
It led Bawumia supporters, not my listeners. And so
no, please, your listeners.
Not my listeners.
What makes you think say? What makes you think that you are in the head of every listener? You think everybody endorses what you say?
No, I don't have a problem, but the point is, our listeners are everybody.
Let me say that. Let your listeners appraise it. It's not up to you.
No, because I'm just saying, say finally, I'm just saying, say for you think that
yes. Okay, say me about Haptel. And meanwhile, and I will not even do what you are doing on air because on the Haptel matter. My board video now no PHK 5 times. I was just listening. I said, the empire now can at that time. And this is what you said. And I quote you. Now the dan kweku fuado and then the Bawumia no more omakote Haptel. That is all what you said. In English, what it means is that Nana dan kweku fuado and Bawumia have founded
Haptel.
Okay, so are you aware, say, after hold on. After that, when people miss and understood what I said, the following day, that was Friday, on this same platform, I'd explained that, and I've shared that one also on the platform. And you are still dwelling on the first one.
You said what on the platform, Kojo?
I have said on the platform.
You know what you said? Let me tell you what you said.
What did I say?
What you said was that Mankada, say Bawumia, help to any dia, the America yen say, but that is not what you said. What you said is out there. I have listened to it 10 times today. So what I was expecting you to do, Nisan Kabeka said, oh, it was maybe kind said, Nanado ne Bawumia na atse Haptel. But I got it wrong. The other person said, but that was not what you said. What you did was that you came to defend and justify. In fact, you called those who were saying, say, okay, say Bawumia and atse Haptel, say, okay, so now that is a problem, could you? You see, we are very, very highly argumentative people. Because of that persona, no, we should be willing and ready to also embrace certain times when we make mistakes. Well, I was listening to your conversation on Haptel. I see all the gaps. I will send you a copy of the Haptel agreement.
Well, I have it also here. So maybe we'll talk about that.
Haptel agreement, you cannot make Haptel now 19 years. 19 years for Ghana. You're calling to election 2024 with you planting in the heads of your listeners.
Miracle. Let's do the Haptel one maybe some other time. We talked about this one.
Wadaroma. Abronye is a member of the New Patriotic Party. He's a regional chairman. For that matter, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kura need to make say one so.
That's it.
You bet me and say Oceano Beka say 1 minute the idea and you guys and boy Abronye pa obetie.
Bawumia catch.
Of course. Let me even give you evidence. There was a day. The video is out there. I'll share with you. When in Federal.
Me specific Bawumia catch and say
yes, Messi, of course. I've told you that. I've given you a specific answer already.
Okay.
I've given you a specific answer. Of course. Yes.
Share mami na mention or because
share that
the onene kan if you have it.
Bawumia na Abronye kasa no me video me say ma. What are you talking about?
There's evidence.
Me say there was even a time the chief of staff of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's office, Vice President's office, Federal, F. Abronye. And only Abronye discussed the issues related to comments the Abronye make here on Asofo. The next day, Abronye Betina TV so catch there and say, Dr. Bawumia na Osuma Federal say, on the member Casano. Almost a microphone, a mommy. I'm not the better. Federal in a better media.
All right.
And he is right.
Mate.
And yet, Federal in the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the bet me at regional chairman the party, the general secretary and the chairman of the party, they have a responsibility and a mandate over the regional chairman.
Then it's
and you know this. So it is unfair. You need to apologize to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the kind of names you have called him
for
clearly, acting by an adult.
No problem.
That doesn't work for him.
But I still stand by what I said. I will not apologize. I will not apologize. Dennis, I will not apologize. Let's end it here. Dennis, respectfully, I will not apologize. I still stand by it. Mama, as my brother, Mama, all the opportunity to explain your point, and I respect it. I will not apologize. I say that the Abronye baby will have an effect on Dr. Bawumia. If this is it, I will not apologize. This is what the people are thinking. If this is what you disagree, I respect it, Dennis. So let's end it here. I will say